right, so here she is, the former UFC strawweight champion, Rose Namajunas. I mean, can you give us a Thug Rose, please?
Thug Rose! Thug Rose! John, this was one of the most intense and fun moments that I've ever had as a commentator because the shock and awe was just so crazy. Madison Square Garden, Joanna Jędrzejczyk, a knockout in the first round. It was so fun, and all I could get out was Thug Rose. But I think you liked it, John.
I absolutely loved it, and Rose certainly liked that result, but I think a lot of people point to that second Joanna Jędrzejczyk fight as the real coming out party for Namajunas, the fact that she was able to largely outstrike Joanna over 25 hard minutes.
It was truly impressive.
Rose Namajunas is ready to engage yet again. So here she is, United States Olympic medalist, former UFC women's bantamweight champion, and Hall of Famer Ronda Rousey. You can't tell the history of women in mixed martial arts without starting with Ronda.
It has to start with Ronda Rousey because her first UFC fight against Liz Carmouche back in Anaheim was truly, truly amazing. They went out there, they put on a great show. Ronda ended it in the most patented way. It had to end with an armbar. Ronda got it at the end of the first round. The crowd went crazy, and you understood at that moment if Ronda was a star prior, she was going to the moon after that night in Anaheim, and that's exactly what she did.
She really has had a profound impact on American culture. Halloween rolls around every year. Ronda Rousey's are everywhere. You can't effectively put into words her contribution to mixed martial arts, and of course tonight she will try to add to her legacy. Our tail of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. To get us started with the official introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC Bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the former UFC strawweight champion, Thug Rose Namajunas. And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the former UFC women's bantamweight champion of the world and the member of the UFC Hall of Fame, Ronda Rousey.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one. Well, this is one of the best first-round fighters in UFC history. The former UFC women's bantamweight champion, Ronda Rousey, 9 career wins by armbar. 8 of those have come in round number 1. So you can expect Rousey to go to that patented takedown early. We'll see if she can get yet another dominant submission tonight. Namajunas' strike attempt there is blocked. Trying to establish the jab early on here.
Oh my goodness, what a kick!
All right, so Thug Rose Namajunas mixing it up pretty well here in the early going with her kicks and, of course, that patented jab as well.
Yeah, she pops that jab. She's so fast, and you can hear her corner telling her, Rose, stay on the jab, stay on the jab. She's so good at maintaining distance, and she's very tall for the weight class. Rose Namajunas has now figured out how to use her length to her advantage inside the octagon. Nice kick.
Just over 3 minutes to go in our first round. Left punch followed by a right. Nice 1-2 there by Namajunas. Well, she's been good tonight, but she missed with that one. And now little space between the two fighters. Well, she's going headhunting, but it's working. Great combination. Well, I think if I was a fighter, I'd probably be a headhunter, but she is not that, right? She's invested in the body, and she's done some pretty significant damage to her opponent.
Absolutely. You know, you start to go there, and you land something, and you may think, wow, that was hard. Your opponent doesn't really respond. But as you start to pile them up on him, you start to see exactly what we're seeing right now. And now she can start to capitalize on that. Nice.
Oh, here comes the kick. That one blocked by Rousey. Head back there. This could be the end.
She landed a massive uppercut that hurt her opponent very, very bad.
Well, she felt like the uppercut was going to be there. It has absolutely been there. No reason to think she won't get back to it here.
No, she's going to go back to that position. She has to. She can go from the clinch. She can do it off of her combinations. She just has a variety of ways of landing that punch.
All right, so the body shots continue to be the narrative in this fight, and a lot of bruising now starting to develop on that side.
You know, the kicks, the punches, the knees, just the ability to mix up all of her strikes to the body has allowed for her to get out ahead of her opponent. Now, her opponent's confused. She has no answer for these body shots.
Oh, that's a heavy kick downstairs. Round two straight ahead. All right, that's the end of the round, and the fighter has a cut on her nose, so that is something that certainly bears watching moving forward. Cut man racing in there. He'll try to seal that cut. She doesn't seem too bothered by it. All right, so there it is, the end of the round. Somehow she survives and advances after getting knocked down with a big punch there in that round.
She's tough. She's durable.
You ready to fight? Ready. Let's do it.
All right, round two. Well, she's been good tonight, but she missed with that one.
Oh, man, head to land.
Oh, Trevor Whitman's got to like that. Beautiful combination from Rose Namajunas.
Rose Namajunas is so solid. I mean, she's so good with her footwork. She knows how to set traps. She's a phenomenal striker and one of the best female fighters in the UFC's history.
Well, it is not the worst cut we've ever seen in the UFC, but a lot of blood donation happening right here, right now, as her opponent continues to target that area.
Yeah, I mean, you have a fighter in front of you who is so disciplined, who is so sharp. You have got to get on your bicycle, you got to get on the outside, limit the damage, get between rounds, and then try to reset, because right now, this cut is only getting worse.
Huge connection by her there.
Lower the curtain. Bring the cast out. Bring the cast. If you take a bow, the night's over. Oh, nice leverage.
Under 3 minutes here to go in the round.
She does a good job of recognizing that the shots are coming, and she's got to get out of the way.
Rousey's trying to lock up on a submission now.
Arms in deep.
Not out of harm's way with that arm yet.
Look for her to get pressure on that elbow.
Great submission defense as she gets out. Well, her opponent had to know these elbows would be coming, but maybe not with this type of volume and accuracy.
You think elbows may come, and they may be one at a time, but she's throwing them in combination.
Armbar set up here.
Nice setup on that armbar.
Looks pretty tight, DC.
It's getting tight right now, John.
You gotta be kidding me. How did she get her arm out of there again?
She's a tremendous fighter, and her submission defense is on full display tonight. Oh, she's in trouble, dude.
Oh, elbows from the bottom now, okay. All right, so her submission attempt is denied yet again. She's gonna keep going for it, but the defense has held up every step of the way thus far.
She has to. Because if she wants a chance, she's got to keep trying to throw up submission. Unfortunately, she is trying to submit one of the best grapplers in the division.
Just missed with the left there. Well, she has certainly picked up the pace here in round two and starting to find herself in the pocket a little bit. She was a little bit hesitant in round one. No hesitancy whatsoever here in round two. She has clearly found her rhythm and range. Final seconds here. All right, that's the end of round number 2. All right, well, some thought maybe we wouldn't get here, but there's the horn signifying the end of the round. She had her opponent rocked at one point, wasn't able to finish. Gotta think she'll be looking to do. All right, things are getting interesting, folks. She is back to the stool, appears to be breathing okay, but a huge cut on the bridge of her nose.
Yeah, when you get cut there, it's hard to breathe. Your mouth starts to go open a little.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway.
Clean punch.
Big elbow there, lands. Well, how impressive is this young woman? High volume of strikes in the previous round and picking up exactly where she left off here and not really showing any signs of slowing down. She looks like she could go 10 hard fives tonight if need be. And just inches away from landing one of those big right hands. Oh, that's bone on bone. Nicely done with the high kick.
That punch didn't get through. Great defensive skills on display.
Well, she's able to get up, but she is officially on wobbly legs. Well, it looked like we were going to get a finish. She had her rocked pretty good, but she wasn't able to close the show.
She wasn't able to find the kill shot. She hurt her very badly. She was not able to find that one shot that would have finished the fight.
Well, Rousey's nose is cut now, and she's starting to deal with some blood in that area. Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. Ooh, uppercut.
You cannot take those leg kicks clean like that.
And now, they're going to see the separate blow of this fight thus far.
Yeah, man, she landed a massive hook, and it has her opponent hurt bad.
Oh, another ground strike gets through. Well, Namajunas is going for an arm here. Ooh, that looks tight.
Looks like it's getting tight.
Oh, she escapes.
Like that.
Oh, what a strike she just landed there from the bottom. Well, Rousey's looking to pass here, denied by the opponent.
Like that.
Nicely done. Rousey's back in half guard, very comfortable here.
And now she's in mount. And now she has her back.
Well, Rousey's going for the sub here. Ooh, she's got the arm locked in tight.
She's got it set up. She's in position now.
Oh, she got out. How good is that? All right, she's in the full guard here, DC.
She's going to be looking to pass, try to get to the next position. She is throwing every part of herself into these ground strikes, and this shot opened up a cut.
What a strike by her there from the bottom.
Like that.
And that'll do it.
Like
15
that.
minutes in the books. All right, so there's the horn indicating the end of the round. We will keep an eye on this cut. You see the cut man racing in there. Cut, it looks like it's on the bridge of the nose. All right, so there's the end of the round. She didn't force the finish after getting that knockdown with the head kick, but was very close to getting the job done there for good in that round.
She's so patient. She's never going to overextend herself. She's never going to rush. She's never going to force anything. She will always...
Ready to fight? Ready.
Fourth round now, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds.
She threw her entire body into that massive uppercut, and she is seeing the rewards of her hard work.
Namajunas' nose is just donating blood by the second here. I'm not so sure that nose isn't broken, DC.
Get your range back. Get out of there. Let's go. Move those feet.
Oh, how about the slip fire there? I was about to call that out as a land. Her head is moving tonight.
It does not take much to really avoid a strike, and she does it as well as anybody we've ever seen.
Oh my goodness, here we go.
Well, she gets back up here, but she is on wobbly legs. Gotta think she's gonna go hard in the paint and go for a finish here. I'm just not sure why she is backing off the pedal a little bit.
I don't know why she isn't committing herself to finishing this fight. She has done a great job of setting up the attacks that hurt her opponent. She just not has been able to put her out completely. I want to see what she will change to ultimately end the night.
Rousey gets up and is back on her feet. Very nice. Just out of range with that right hand. Well, she's been good tonight, but she missed one. That is it!
Oh, my goodness!
That is as clean a knockout as you will ever see, and certainly the signature win of her career today.
You don't get many like this. She said that she was going to knock her opponent out, and that is exactly what she did. What a performance.
We go to Bruce Buffer for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 48 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by knockout, Ronda Rousey!
All right, so another seminal moment in a career chock full of them for rowdy Ronda Rousey as she continues to celebrate there with her corner. She was at her dominant best yet again here tonight and seemingly is only getting better now at this stage of her career. That is a scary proposition for the rest of this division.